Hello everybody and welcome back to Red Devils TV. Now it's your Manchester United versus Liverpool preview, and let's just get right into the video. I think it's going to be a tough game. I think United are actually going to the Anfield for the first time in a long time, when it actually means something for the believers out there who think that we're in a title race. But let's not underestimate Liverpool. Yes, they've had a tough season. Yes, it's not been a season that they hoped for, but they're still a dangerous team. They've still got dangerous players. And I think that the game's going to be won and lost in the midfield. And personally, I think that United's midfield is much stronger currently on form than Liverpool's is. I think Casemiro is absolutely brilliant. I think Bruno Fernandes is an absolute warrior. And Fred, well, he's Fred. On his day, he's probably one of, if not one of the better box-to-box midfielders in the league. But he's just way too inconsistent. He can get bullied off the ball really easy, or he can get stuck into the tackle. So it really depends on who Ten Hag puts in that box-to-box midfielder role. It depends if he puts Sabitzer there, or it depends if he puts Fred there. But I think that the game will be won and lost in the midfield. And I do favour Manchester United, but I do think it will be a goal fest at the same time. I am going to go for a victory for Manchester United. I am going to say 3-2 Manchester United. But I don't think it's going to be an easy game. I think it's going to be a right battle. And it really depends on how Erik Ten Hag sets up. But I'll tell you my team on how would I set up. And the team I would set up by is going for David De Gea, David De Gea, Diego Dalot, Rafael Varane, Lisandro Martinez, Luke Shaw, Casemiro. I would go for Fred, and I do prefer Sabitzer in that role, but on form, Fred's doing really well, so I can't knock that for him, so I am going to play Fred. And then I'm going to go for Bruno Fernandes at 10. I'm going to go for Antony on the right. I'm going to go for Jadon Sancho on the left. And I'm going to put Marcus Rashford through the middle. Now, you might be thinking, where's Wout of their cost? And I'm going to tell you why. I personally feel like this is a game for Marcus Rashford to play at number 9. And if you've been a member of this channel for a while, you know that I don't really prefer Rashford as that number 9 role. But I think with the way this game's going to end up, we're going to need pace up front. We're going to need agile players up front. And for me, Weghorst just isn't that. I really like Weghorst, and I think he's been playing really well for Manchester United. But I think it's time he deserves a bit of a break. And I think that just putting him in up top is kind of wasting a position. And I say that if we're struggling to get a goal, let's say it's 2-2, because I predicted 3-2. Let's say it's 2-2 with like 20 minutes to go, and United need a goal, obviously. So I think that them bringing on Wout Weghorst, who's fresh, strong, powerful, who is an aerial threat, can come on and probably harm Liverpool defenders. So I think that's a more strategic way of setting up for this game. But that's just my opinion. I do really like Wout Weghorst, but I just think that rotation and playing to your strengths is much more important. And especially, like I've said, I think Wout Weghorst just isn't suited for this game for the full 90 minutes. But who else can we talk about? Obviously, we're going against Cody Gakpo. We're going against Mo Salah. We're going against good players, and it really depends on how Klopp sets up as well. Because Klopp said in his pre-match press conference that United are a threat. They can't underestimate us, and he's a bit not worried, but he's. I'm trying to remember the exact quote. He's pretty much, I think Klopp is nervous, and I think Klopp's starting to bottle it because he's completely losing his head. The excuses are coming out again, and I just look forward to hearing the excuses that happen on tomorrow evening, because it's going to be brilliant, and I really, really, really look forward to hearing what Klopp has to say when Liverpool lose. And you might think I'm being big-headed, you might think I'm being overconfident. But with the team that Erik Ten Hag has built and the way we're performing at the moment, I can't see Manchester United losing. Anfield is a hell of a place to go to. The fans are going to be against us. But as Erik Ten Hag said, the United players love it when the fans are against them because it makes us want to play better. And United fans cheering on Manchester United throughout the entire game, singing in the away end. I'm pretty sure that will give the players enough confidence to get this result over the line. But like I've said, I do think it'll be a battle. I do think Rashford's going to be very impactful playing through that middle if he does. And I do think this is a big game and a big opportunity for Jadon Sancho, because for me, I still think he doesn't look up to scratch. And if he can score or cause some issue against Trent Alexander-Arnold, because I prefer him to play on the left, then I'm all for that, because I think that Jadon Sancho against Trent Alexander-Arnold will be a good matchup. And as we know, Trent Alexander-Arnold isn't the best defender, and Jadon Sancho struggles to run at his defenders. So it'll be a really interesting battle if Erik ten Hag does set up the way that I've set up. But do I think he will do? I think he will do. I think he will use the exact team that I have, maybe Wan-Bissaka over Diego Dalot. But I do think he'll play Rashford through the middle and more agile wingers. But apart from that, what else can we really talk about? I do think that, like I've said, the midfield battle, I think that Jordan Henderson, Naby Keita, Fabinho, they're not playing too particularly well. And I think that's why Liverpool have been not terrible this season, but why they've been underperforming. And it's clear why they want Jude Bellingham so much, because they're crying out for a midfielder. So do I think Jude Bellingham will go to Liverpool? Absolutely not, but that's just my opinion. But apart from all that, I feel like I've said, the game's been won in the midfield battle. How do I think United are going to set up? I've said my starting 11. Do I think we'll be the more dominant force, or do I think we'll set up for the counter-attack? I think it's going to be a bit of both. I feel like that United and Liverpool are both going to be set up where we are going to build up in possession quickly, try and force the team to go on the back foot. But at the end of the day, there's going to be that extra card in the back of our pocket where that if the opposition makes a mistake, bam, counter-attack, and we just try and punish the opposition. And I think Liverpool are going to do that, and I think Manchester United are going to try and set up for that, because it's going to be a very tough game. But as we know, Erik ten Hag this season has won 4-0 against Klopp in pre-season and has won 2-1 early at the season at Old Trafford. So United are favourites, and I like them odds. And like I've said, I think Anfield, for the first time in a while, United are going to that ground, and it actually means something for the believers out there who think that we are in a title race. I honestly think that if we beat Liverpool, which I'm confident we will, then I think I'm going to have to start becoming a believer that we are in a title race, because, I mean, right now, time of recording, Arsenal are currently drawing 2-2 with Bournemouth. City won 2-0 to game against Newcastle. So it's all to play for. And United, if we want to secure top four and keep Liverpool out of that, then I think, because Liverpool have got some tough games coming up. So if United can postpone Liverpool's progress towards top four, then and United can secure pretty much third place or can secure top four, then I like them odds. But yes, thank you for watching today's video. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment and share. We're on the road to 600 subscribers, so please keep subscribing. Thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.